I'm Mark Saxon, and this is Back to the Drawing Board. Thank you for joining me for yet another week. And let's have some of them Friday beers. Always fantastic. Well, let's just jump right into it. I want to go right to the MLB. Um, After about 30 games or so, we have a pretty dominant performance from like the top five teams. Detroit 26-13, best record in baseball. I don't think anybody saw that coming. But it makes sense. They're playing good ball. They've got a young team. The playoff appearance last year, they're playing off of each other really well, and they're playing. They're like I said, high quality ball. The Guardians, 23-15, right behind them, 2.5 back. Kansas City, 24-16. That one I definitely did not see coming. I think they will definitely fall off. Detroit and Cleveland, I don't know if they'll have enough in the tank, but they'll definitely last longer, in my opinion, than Kansas City. Um, and this is, mind you, this is just the American League top five. If we're going overall, Detroit 26-13, the Dodgers 26-13, the Padres 24-13. Those are your top three teams in baseball. Obviously, the Padres and Dodgers. I mean, everybody expected a lot from them, especially in these last few years. The Dodgers started off a little shaky, and I say shaky because of the roster that they have. Weren't in first place for a long time. They got it back. Padres, game and a half out, whatever it is. The Mets, right under them, 25-14. The Giants, 24-15. Cleveland, 23-15. Kansas City, 24-16. So those are your top ones. Seattle and the Yankees right behind them with 22-15 and 22-16. Um, just fun stuff. I love what I'm seeing so far from those top teams. And the American League East, the Yankees in first place. That's exactly who I thought was going to win that division. I think they're still going to win that division. A lot of baseball left. Um, Boston having a way better year. I mean, they're 20-20. Toronto and Baltimore are having a way different year than I thought they would have. I mean, Toronto's 2 games under 500. They're in third. Baltimore dead last, 14-23. I know injuries and everything else has its played its part, but I didn't expect them to be that bad. In the Central, I called for the Twins to win. Right now, they're in fourth with 19-20. I think they'll clean it up. Like I said, Kansas City in third place. I don't see them, hacking it. The Guardians and Detroit. I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. Like I said, Detroit got a young team. Cleveland doing their thing, playing really good ball. Both 8-2 in their last 10. I mean, just awesome stuff. Going to the West, I called for the Rangers, and they've had a little bit of a skid as they're on a 3-game losing streak, 3-7 in the last 10, and the Athletics 20-19 ahead of them. That's not going to last. Rangers fans, calm it down, relax. Don't hit the panic button. You're going to be just fine. Houston in second, and Seattle in first. Seattle's a great ball club. They've been hinting around the playoffs for the last few years. And, no surprise. I expect them to play good ball. I just don't know how long it's going to last. They've been missing it by inches every year. In the East, I called for Philly, I believe. And the Mets are in first. I mean, Mets getting hot, 5-5 in the last 10, 2-game win streak. Everybody else on a losing streak in that division. Philly right behind them, 2.5 out, 22-16. Atlanta. Once again, Braves fans, calm down. Plenty of ball left. And then the Nats in Miami, exactly where we expected them at the ass end. In the Central, I believe I called for the Brew Crew, and they're in third right now. The Cubs just playing good ball, 22-17. They're in first place, and it makes sense. I mean, they made some good additions this year. In the last 10, they're 500, 5-5. They're on a 3-game skid, while the Cardinals are on a 6-game winning streak with an 8-2 in the last 10, 20-19 overall, 19-20 is the Brew Crew. And then since he's not playing bad ball either, they're 19-21. Pittsburgh 13-26. I see that evening it out between Cincy, Milwaukee, and Chicago. I'm sticking with the Brew Crew. And the best is always in the West. The Dodgers in first place, 26-13. The Padres right behind them, a game back, 24-13. Listen, folks. Now, I'm always going to be a Dodger hater. Hate on me. It is what it is. But I will say this: the Padres battling injury after injury after injury. Jackson Merrill's finally coming back. Cronenworth's finally coming back. Musgrove's on the brink of coming back. Um, we've been doing work without a lot of our players. So look out. That's all I'm saying is look the fuck out. The Giants 24-15. They're two back. I expected the Giants and the Diamondbacks to be switch swapped here. A lot of ball left D-backs fans. Don't lose your shit. As D-backs are right behind them, 20-19. And then the Rockies comfortably in the basement. Makes sense. Let's move it right along to basketball. NBA playoffs, one of my favorite times of years. My voice is a whole lot better than it's been the last couple of weeks, so appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. As of tonight, Friday, May 9th, the Cavs taking it to the Pacers, getting a game back 126-104. The Nuggets getting a game back from OKC 2-1. OKC's real tough. And honestly, the Nuggets have their work cut out for them. And at this point, I'm gonna say Thunder and T-Wolves Western Conference Final, and T-Wolves tied with Golden State at 1. I don't think Golden State has enough gas in the tank. That being said, my Celtics, dude. Let's talk about the C's. I mean, some nagging injuries have played, but that's not an excuse. They were absolutely atrocious from 3-point land, and they kept heaving them up. Guys, we gotta switch it up. We got to switch it up. Obviously, the range game wasn't working. We were fucking building a house, throwing all them bricks. Um, just atrocious. Just absolutely disgusting. I'm still disgusted. Blew a 20-point lead. Ended up losing that one 91-90. Down 2-0. Absolutely atrocious. Completely disgusted. And tomorrow, May 10th, 12:30, going to New York. 2-0. I think we're gonna get one back. I think this is one we're gonna get back. I think we got punched in the mouth enough. I think this is what's gonna happen. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Celtics in 7. Season 7, baby. Mark my words. Fucking go, dude. Poor Paul Pierce. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but hey, he walked 20 miles to work. He made a bet saying if they lost, he'd walk. He did. Good on him. Uh, Paul, I would have made that bet too. I definitely didn't think they were gonna drop 2 at home or game 2 at home. And hey, it is what it is. But nonetheless, I see a bounce back coming with this game. And I'm still sticking with it. I'm saying Cavs and C's Eastern Conference Final. I'm calling C's and OKC Final. Okay, season 7. And Tom, I'm sticking with it. I love it. I love the C's. We got the team to do it. We've got to get over some of those nagging injuries, but we also got to be able to switch it up, dude. That when we're not scoring threes, we're losing, and when we're not scoring threes, we didn't even switch it up. So Mazzulla better figure it out. I think he will. I think we're fine. I'm not hitting the panic button. Sticking with the C's. Now let's go to the NHL playoffs. Another fun time tonight. The Panthers getting one back in OT, 5-4 over the make beliefs. Because no, I don't think Toronto's got what it takes. They might be up 2-1, but I don't think they got what it takes. Now here was the shocker: the Jets coming out 4-0 against Dallas, 4-0 to tie the series at 1. I'm still saying in that Western Conference, Stars and Golden Knights. Okay. Still calling the Caps and the Panthers for that Eastern Conference, and I'm gonna say Caps and Stars final. Like I said, all these experts, the experts are calling for a Canadian team to win it. They need Make Beliefs to not choke like they always do, Edmonton to not choke like they always do, and the Jets to actually do something in the playoffs. Edmonton is up 2-0 over the Knights, which did kind of shock me. I thought they would definitely split the first two games. Um, I love it. Very physical very physical games between actually dude, the Golden Knights and the Oilers, very physical, a lot of fights. Maple Leafs and the Panthers. I mean, Marchand and Kachuk doing their thing. Pappy on the Leafs doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very physical. The Stars and the Jets, very exciting. The Caps and the Hurricanes, I think, is the most underrated one on the listing here because they've shown out. And the Hurricanes, bless their hearts, have been doing the Lord's work against the Caps. So, but I'm calling it. I'm calling it Caps and Stars final. Don't shoot me, okay? But that's what I'm sticking with. And you know what? I'm feeling good about it. Let's move it along to UFC 315, where Bilal Muhammad trying to defend the belt. But there's a couple fights I want to talk about before that. Marc Andre Barriault taking on Bruno Silva. I think it's going to be a great matchup. Marc Andre Barriault doing his thing at 16-9. Bruno Silva 23-12. Barriault, I mean, he's a beast. He's a beast. In his last five, though, lost 3 of 5. I mean, fighting Piper and Curtis, kind of, that was tough. But I still give it to Barriault tomorrow. I think he's going to outmaneuver and just be meaner than Silva. Silva losing 4 of his last 5. And I think I think Silva's towards his end. I mean, they're both 35. Both have the same amount of reach, but I think Silva's closer to being done than Barriault is. Navajo Sterling has been fun to watch. I'm taking him over Urslan. Navajo Sterling 27, Urslan 33. Sterling having the reach by 7 inches. And in the last, I mean, Sterling's undefeated, 6-0, 14-4 for Urslan. Urslan 2-3 in his last 5. One of those in 2022 was losing the belt. But Sterling's on his way up, and he's been fun to watch thus far. So I see him winning. Jessica Andrade and Jasmine fighting it. That's going to be fun. I think Jasmine's going to win it, though. I think Jessica's pretty much. I don't think she's going to be as mean. Mike Mallet, Charles Radke is going to be fun. I'm taking Mike Mallet for sure. He's just a year younger. He's only got an inch reach on him, but in his last 5, he's 4-1. Radke in his last 5 is also 4-1. There's just been differences in who they fought, and I think Malik's just more mean. I mean, he only lost to Neil Magny. Neil Magny's a boss. Radke, his last loss was to Paredes. Paredes was obviously a G. Definitely taking the Canadian over the American this time around. Benoit St. Denis over Kyle Prepelec. Dude, Benoit is a beast. He is fucking mean. He's 29. Kyle's 35. He's got the reach. And Benoit is on a fast track for a belt if motherfuckers ain't careful. Only losing to Moicano and Poirier, both bosses. And winning 3 of his last 5. Where Kyle losing only to Campbell, but not the same. I don't know. I don't have the same meanness. I'm taking the Frenchman. Alexa Grasso fighting Natalia Silva. I love Alexa Grasso. My heart's with her. My money's with Natalia Silva. I think Alexa Grasso kind of just 31 years old. She has an inch reach, but her last fight was pretty rough against Shevchenko, lose the belt. So I think Natalia Silva is going to take advantage and take care of that. Jose Aldo, not sure how much longer we're going to see him. Ayman Zahabi being the little brother to who used to train with a huge fighter. 38 and 37 are the ages. I think Jose Aldo is, like I said, on his way out the door. Don't be surprised if Zahabi takes this one. But I'm taking Jose Aldo just because fucking love him. 3-2 in his last five, losing to only Defalishvili and Bautista. Very big names. Zahabi only having two losses on his bout, 12-2 total, 5-0 in his last five. And I think that one's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. Like I said, I don't know how many more we got from Jose Aldo. And Valentina Shevchenko. Let's fucking go, dude. Shevchenko is going to defend her belt against the French Fiorot. Fiorot. I don't know how to say her name. Manon Fiorot. But I'm taking Shevchenko, dude. She's a boss bitch. The baddest motherfucker to ever shit behind two heels. She's going to do work. I think she's going to retain the belt. She's going to do her thing. And then finally, the main attraction, Bilal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena. Jack and Bilal is going to be, in my opinion, being that, because a lot of people call Bilal boring. And it's not that I disagree, but I also hate that. He's just more of a tactician. He's going to be way more tactical. He's going to be way more methodical. Jack is a mean bitch. He's very tough. I mean, Jack being 17-2, Bilal 24-3. I think this is a great matchup. And I'm excited, and I'm more excited for UFC in a whole. Listen. I won't be surprised. Let's just say Bilal loses. I won't be surprised that Izzy jumps up. That's going to open up that whole weight class for Charlie Olives, for Patty the Batty, and I know I'm forgetting everybody else, but dude, that's going to open up that whole weight class. So Bilal losing, I think, is going to be way more important for UFC to see how everybody jumps around. I don't think he's going to lose, though. I don't think Jack's got enough in the tank. I think this is going to go either two things. Either Bilal's gonna submit him either very, very early or very, very late, or it's going to the cards. And I see it all going Bilal's way. Very excited. It's gonna be a fun weekend. Can't wait. Let's move it to our fuck it Friday bets. And $10 thus far. And let's start with my UFC bets. So I'm taking Marc Andre Barrial minus 166, Navajo Sterling minus 310, Benoit minus 1350, Silva minus 245, Aldo minus 192, Shevchenko plus 114, and Bilal at a minus 185. $5 get you $80.35. Now, my 10 leg bet that, it is what it is. I am taking the Padres over the Rockies, the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks, the Twins over the Giants, the Red Sox over the Royals, Houston over Cincy, the Celtics over the Knicks, Washington over Carolina, Vegas over Edmonton, Florida over Toronto. $5 gets me $1,621.33. Let's have a weekend. Let's have some fun. Once again, I'm Mark Saxon. This is Back to the Drawing Board. Drink and gamble like degenerates this weekend. Let's have some fun. Thanks again for joining me. Have a good weekend.